everybody. I'm so happy to hear that you people are interested in joining us in our new global planetary dance. That dance is really done for a purpose and it's for everyone. Children, people of all ages, people of all colors, people of all nations. And it's the first of its kind as far as I know. And I wonder why. Why is it that people in so many different places want to join together in dance? And what they want more than anything in their lives is peace. Peace between people, peace between nations, peace with the planet. It's become really such a hidden, unspoken desire, and yet it seems to be in everybody's psyche. What is this world that we're living in? What is this world that we're giving over to the next generation? What can we do to make things better? What can we do to find what's the most important thing in the world? Love and peace. And so, this very simple dance, very simple, a series of circles, one circle for people, young people who want to run with great vigor, another circle that goes in the other direction, that people want to just jog along, and then a circle of just walking, where people really don't have the energy, but are tired from the, but then they get in the inner circle and they're walking with their feet in the earth and their feelings of the sky and their center in their heart, and they want to just keep going. But then when they get their energy back, they circle around, back they go and start all over again. And sometimes this dance will last, it like seems like for hours until they're all worn out. And what I love about the dance is that everybody can do it at whatever level they're at. And what seems to always happen is that as they do these simple movements that anybody can do, running, jogging, walking, somehow or other this group energy takes over and something transporting seems to happen. They begin to run in different ways. They begin to run holding hands. They begin to run adding new rhythms. And in the center is a constant pulse and musicians singing and drumming, and sometimes there'll be people that bring in a violin or some instrument, and it seems to take on a life of its own that is reflective of that particular group of people. Now in our own community, it started very simply that we had a trailside killer, some crazy person that killed women on our trails. And we didn't know who it was, what he was doing, why he was doing it. And in desperation, I said, let's just reclaim the mountain, even though we're told not to go on the trails. Let's just do it anyway and go to all the different places where the women had been murdered. And we'll do some kind of an offering. So somebody brought a poem, some children did it, planted a little plant. And so it began to become very important for us that we could do something to express our feelings about this mountain. And strangely enough, within a week after this killer had been on the loose for over 2 years, he was caught. Not by the police, but by somebody in a bank who thought this person was suspicious. They looked him up, they found him, and sure enough, it was the killer. So this became a legend for us. And then, strangely enough, simultaneously, a shaman, a traditional shaman from the Huichol tribe in Mexico, said he had heard about it. And he wanted to come to tell me that we had to do it for at least 5 years, or it wouldn't really be healed. And I thought, oh, goodness, I'm not going to argue with the shaman. So we did it for 5 years, and each year we would take a different theme. One time it was for people with breast cancer because we had such a high rate. Another time it was for people with AIDS because we had a large community of people with AIDS. Another time it was for bullying in the schools. But it was always for healing. And gradually it began to spread to other places in America. We have a training program. People come from different countries in the world, and they began to take it back to their countries. So over a period now of 36 years, it's now being done in 46 places, many around the world. We have a large list like England and France and Germany, Switzerland, Israel, many, many places. But we have never heard of it's ever being done in Russia or the Ukraine or Turkey or any of these other places. And I just can't tell you how happy I am that it's traveling to these countries. And I think that there's a new place in Angola. So it's beginning to really spread. And I keep saying, why? Because people are desperate. People are desperate. They feel things are out of control, out of their hands. I don't know who says, politicians, whatever, corporations, whatever. But people are not taking care of each other. They're not taking care of the oceans. We're not having clear rivers. We're not taking care of our wildlife. And dance seems to be something that is physical, that they can physically say something. It's something that has feelings, something comes from the heart. So the dance always starts with a dedication. I dance for, and then each person dances for the healing of something in the world or in their community that is so important to them. And so to have you people in Russia and the Ukraine and take this on is just thrilling for me, especially since my parents come from Lithuania and Russia. So it feels like some sort of a homecoming. And so I just wish you all the greatest happiness. Make it your own. We'll send you all the information you need to get it going. I hope to hear from you, and I hope that you'll enjoy it and find it meaningful in your lives.